Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to episode. We haven't done that in so long.
I know, we're touching.
We're here. We're here together for the first time since September 12th, 2016.
We are together a lot more than that, but not to podcast.
Yeah, not to record together. So today's a big day.
Today's a big day because I came up a day early or a night early. I didn't come, I feel like, you know what, this is so disconcerting because when I talk to someone, I like to look at them.
Yes.
And I feel like I want to turn my chair and just talk to you like we normally do. Instead, I'm staring at a camera.
Okay, I know.
We'll get used to this.
I know, we did
by
this
the
for
end.
so long.
So long.
But, so it's really nice though.
It's really nice. It's really nice. I feel like by the end, I'm going to be like, oh my God, that was so much better. And then we won't be able to do it for another 2 years.
Damn it.
It's okay. We do the best we can.
Well, I feel like, who knows? We might find our little rhythm because you come up so often that maybe it'll be like once a month we
do it together. That's a good thought. So let me tell you about my morning.
Yes.
I woke up and I heard Lily early talking, never crying. She does cry, but not in front of me much. And I was able to go get her later on, and we've had breakfast.
Well, she has.
She has. We haven't. That'll come later. I feel like we'll just go straight to lunch.
I think that's fine.
I love lunch.
Yeah.
I got to feed her little breakfast.
A little oatmeal.
There's no words.
She's just so damn cute.
She's so damn cute, and she's so good.
Tell her about the toy that you have for her.
Oh, run and get it.
Okay.
Okay, I bought her. It's funny because a lot of grandmothers would be like, oh, I have to buy this, I have to buy that, and I don't because I know that you don't like a lot. So I just, every once in a while, I have to come with something little.
It's so, but it's like the vintage Fisher Price, like she can pull it along with her, and the wheels make the coolest sound.
And I told her now she can call me whenever she wants. She doesn't have to ask Mom.
No. There have been a few conversations this morning already.
Yes. Oh my gosh, she already knows how to do this. Not with one finger, just
mostly that. Mostly like pulling with her.
Pulling, right. But she is doing like a lot of this.
Yeah.
And the funny part is because she will never see a telephone in her whole life. No. She doesn't even get this piece. But I'm teaching her how to do it.
Hopefully she'll know at least a little bit.
So I got this at AC Moore. AC Moore every once in a while has the vintage
Fisher Price.
Fisher Price. Sorry, I knew it began with an F.
Yeah.
And I grabbed this a long time ago, thinking I'll just give it to her someday. And
I love it. It's because, like you said, we don't do a lot of toys, but I love. I am so happy that you picked that up.
I know. I believe I've talked about this here before in play value in a toy. A toy for a toy. There's a lot of really crappy toys out there, like really no value. And when we got Jacob his circus, Playmobil circus, and I saw the play value in that, I completely understood what that meant. So I really do believe in selecting your toys thoughtfully.
Yeah.
I don't know what the play value in this is, but I loved it.
She's loving it so far.
She's loving it. She sits forever. She sits on her own. Oh my gosh. This podcast is about knitting, not babies, but she's perfect. I love her.
It's just so much fun.
And I love that when I come up, because I usually stay for 24 hours. It's rare that we stay for longer than that, just because we both have busy lives. But I love a full 24 hours.
Yes.
It's so much better than just popping in and seeing her for an hour. I feel like I get such a good picture of her.
Yes.
Coming like this.
Totally.
And her other Grammy and Grampy are coming this weekend, and I'm so excited for them.
I know.
I'm so excited for them. They are gonna just melt.
Yeah, they're coming up tomorrow. Well, Lisa's coming up tomorrow afternoon, and I think Joe's coming up tomorrow night. Hey bud, I'm wondering if I bring his bed over.
He needs his bed. Hold
that.
on. Is this not totally weird? It's totally weird because we also are filming on a camera, which is 3 or 4 feet away, which is weird.
Yeah, we're typically so close to the camera.
So close. Look at this clean background. No dyes everywhere and racks everywhere, and
Just plain old white wall.
Just white, simple. Oh my gosh, we have so much going on right now that is so exciting.
So many cool things. I mean, we've talked about them a little bit. Romo, lay on your bed, please. Come on, I brought it over for you.
Lily's over there on a camera.
Come on,
She's just rolling over. You may get to hear her talk.
Maybe.
She talks nonstop.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, we're here.
So yeah, so we've been talking about like the rebranding and stuff like that. So should we show the yarn now, or should we wait until the end?
I have no idea.
I can't decide either. Oh, Romo, come on, buddy, no. No.
Romo,
No.
come on.
I love you, but no.
Come on. Giant hawk. Giant hawk.
Where?
Or some kind of bird.
You can spot birds like it's
I
nobody's
can.
business.
I have a thing because I'm petrified. Okay, you know what we could do? I feel like we shouldn't show all the yarn, but we can at least show our new labels. And then as we get to the end and we need to show these yarns, we will.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Okay, so
let's pick one up together.
Okay, so these are it's our new logo on our new belly bands, and we are so psyched about them.
We're so excited because they're pre-cut. They have a touch of color. The pre-cut, you can't even, anybody out there that's cutting their own labels, it's nothing, but it's huge.
Yeah, it's a time suck.
It's all these little things when you're in this business make a difference. Okay, let's show.
So there they, oh, hopefully it's not too, I mean, I can't even tell.
I can't either, I hope
That might be
looks good.
super glary.
I don't know, maybe not, but they're soft gray. The lovely Leanne just snapped up our logo, changed some lettering. Oh my gosh, we're so excited about it.
Yes. These are
so excited about it.
Yeah. We love the new look of them. And I'm gonna do some video footage in the front of this episode, so you guys will be able to really see up close. But yeah. So
the longer I look at them, the happier I am. You know that initial, again, I've talked about this before, when in the old days when you used to get pictures in the mail, although I did just get some. Because we ordered some.
I know.
And you'd go through them and go, none of them are good. Because you do this like quick breeze through.
Right.
And when we got these, I thought they look good. But I wasn't like wowed by them. And the more I see them, I am wowed. I am so excited. And it wasn't that they weren't beautiful. It was just like, they're nice.
Right. I felt the same way.
The logo looks exactly like we wanted it to look. The placement is exactly what we want. The color, but it's just like not that exciting. And the more I look at them, the more excited I am.
Same. So when I went to go pick them up yesterday, she like handed me the box and one was taped to the top, and I was like, oh boy, I don't think I like these. And then I opened up the box and I picked one up and I kind of felt it. And then we put them on, and even then I was like, oh, they're okay. Well,
I know, see, that's how I felt. Like, they're nice. We ordered a lot. Like, I really there was nothing I didn't like, but I didn't have what I have now. There's a chipmunk outside now.
Yeah, they're very friendly.
No,
they can't get in. They can't.
They can't
talk
get in.
about your rodent problem?
No.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it.
We can't, Val.
That's why she's here.
A day early. Take care of that. I'll be back.
I mean, sure, Lily's a draw, but like when you have rodents running rampant,
it's that darn. We live in the woods.
You do live in the woods.
We live in the woods,
which is wonderful, but it does come with its own set of
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can do this.
What did we
We're
say
selling the
last
house when we get home.
We're burning the place down.
Burning it down. Oh Lordy. So yeah. So yes, I am in love with them.
Me too. Me too.
In love with them. I love them. I can't even tell you how excited I am about them.
Well, and also it's something that we've been talking about doing for so long that now that they're finally done and on our yarn, it's like, it just feels so good to put that.
Right, and when you order 2,500 of something really without ever seeing, except for like
a digital proof.
A digital proof, but never, like I always wish I could have something and put it right on there and sit with it for a while.
Right.
And it's overwhelming, so I think that's a natural way to respond. Like, great, we have 2,500 of these. But oh my gosh.
I know, part of me almost went back in and was like, can we talk about these?
I know, they're perfect.
I know, I'm glad that I didn't, because I, like you, am in love with them.
I'm in love with them. They could not be better. So yeah, all right, we might have to cut 5 minutes of that out.
The whole 5 minutes that we've talked about it. Anyways,
okay, let's do this because we're gonna forget this.
What are we gonna do?
You can do the thank you for coming and all of that.
Oh, yes. So,
but there's something after that.
Oh, the mother-daughter thing?
Oh, we didn't do that either. Okay, let's start.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 72, I think, of the LegacyKnitz podcast. My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue.
I'm the daughter mother.
I'm the mother grandmother.
I'm coming to you from, not Burlington, darn, I always want to say it.
Say that.
Essex Junction, Vermont.
And so am I.
Romo.
And
That's
Romo's
enough.
here. But I am from Vernon, Connecticut. But I am in Essex Junction, Vermont.
Yes.
We have neighbors in the back that are like,
Hey, please stop.
on there.
Can you please stop?
For me.
That's enough. We're fine. You're right here.
Right here.
Nope. Okay. Thank you to all new viewers that are tuning in. We are so happy that you decided to give us a try. If you enjoyed this podcast at the end of it, please feel free to head down, subscribe, and like the video. Head on down. And see, this is the fun stuff that we don't get to do anymore.
Never.
The whole like high five.
I wonder if many people, when like we did that, they were like, they're touching. Like they didn't realize before that. Okay,
No.
keep going.
And for any returning viewers, thank you so much for coming back. We are so excited to hang out with you guys again for a 72nd time.
Seems like we've been doing this for 5,974 times.
We're like, yeah.
It takes forever to get to those high numbers.
It really does.
Neighbors are leaving. The neighbors behind us.
I know, so originally I'd opened the door because I thought maybe there would be really pretty birds chirping. The birds are all on hiatus today.
The chipmunks are flying, the cars are driving. It's okay, it's all good. And I would like to thank everyone along with Chelsea for our Halloween update, which was very exciting, very fun. Thank you for all that came.
Yes.
Unfortunately or fortunately, I started knitting with all the yarn, so I am going to put more in.
Yes.
And because I'm so excited about the projects I'm knitting on.
We have some fun stuff to show you that is in the shop. I think we'll do that at the end.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna put a ton more in because again, we have needles upcoming and we have other things that need to go in this week. So I'm gonna do enough to hopefully excite people about using like if they see the projects we're working on and want to do the same. Those are the ones I will focus on the most.
Yes. That's a good idea. So this is a podcast about knitting, crocheting, rug hooking, yarn dyeing, cross stitching. What else?
Spinning.
Not really, but kind of.
It is
could be.
because I now moved my spindle and tiddly bits from Robin of Sit and Spins, who I love her tiddly bits.
Yes.
I moved them into my office.
You're getting ready.
I know. I'm not craving wheel spinning. I mean, I love to wheel spin, but I'm craving spindle spinning again because I love it. I just brought it in so I can see it more. And maybe I will have an opportunity to just do it I've got to get back to 10 minutes a day because that's how you become a good spinner.
I remember when you did that.
That should be my goal, 10 minutes a day.
So spinning is added to that list as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that.
So with that being said, and now you guys know what this podcast is about, should we talk knitting projects?
Let's talk knitting because we have a decent amount of projects, and the one you're working on.
Well, first of all, thank you to everybody that said everything's okay, it's fine, don't panic. We both panicked.
You know what, the look on my face,
Everyone
was because it was like one of those like, well, I won't say what I really want to say, but
yeah.
I did it too.
Yeah. Oh, beep.
Beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Which we like to be known as a family-friendly podcast. So
she was saying it with her eyes, not her words.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, it was a harsh realization.
You're doing good though. You're plowing ahead.
Yes, because our good friend Maggie, who is amazing, we met her at one of our trunk shows, and she is just the sweetest woman in the entire world. She knit Lily this beautiful baby blanket. Anyway, she's amazing. And she sent me a message. A lot of you did send me messages about resolutions and ways to fix it, which made me really happy. And then Maggie sent me the message and she said, don't even worry about it. It happened with ours or something like that, and you couldn't even tell. So knowing her and loving her as much as I do, I said, you know what?
I trust Maggie.
I trust you, Maggie.
And Maggie's a great knitter.
She's a fabulous knitter.
And what I said last night, that the thing that I have a few things stopping me. Is I haven't gotten that far from the splitting of the sleeves.
So the temptation is there.
The temptation is to pull back, but I'm not ready to pull back because my knitting is not good lately. Like just making so many mistakes. So now that I've settled into the projects I have that are kind of mindless, it's coming back. But just feeling like everything I do, I make a mistake. I know everyone has been at this spot.
It's the worst.
It's the worst though. And I know I don't want to make that rash decision of I'm ripping it back to there because then I'm stuck with that. And I'm on such a good rhythm. So did I already say you're so lucky because you have long hair?
You haven't said that yet.
Yes. So to me, you are 100% go ahead. You've got long hair that if it really were to bother you, which I don't think it's going to because I do trust Maggie.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Right.
And yours, I'm so mad I didn't bring mine with me, but you know what, let's face it, I barely knit since I got here. Because if Lily's awake,
and there's really no other option.
There's no option but to talk to her and play with her and be with her.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
We'll see, but last night we did knit quite a bit for a couple hours.
We did, it was so nice.
It felt so nice. It felt so nice to have that opportunity to really just visit and knit, and because I miss knitting, stitching, all of that with another person. I really do. I crave that a lot lately. But I'm totally going off on a tangent.
No.
So I think, I'm so glad I haven't pulled it back yet, because I think I'm going to plow ahead. Like, look at that seam.
I know. I know.
Sorry.
I freaking know.
I do too.
We're both a little bent out of shape.
I know, I'm just annoyed.
Still.
I'm annoyed. I'm just like,
yeah.
But anyways, I have a feeling I'm gonna plow ahead. I think I'm gonna try to just power through it because the other piece is I'm not finishing anything. So I'm not feeling accomplished at all. I mean, having said that, I'm finishing dyeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of skeins of yarn, but it's not the same. I want to finish something wonderful.
Yes, and have a final product.
Yeah, so show yours, because it is so, when you held it up last night across the room, because the yarn is very soft and it's like, oh, there's not a real distinct, but there is.
So the project that we're talking about for any new viewers, that's okay, is the Tecumseh sweater by Boyland Knitworks. It's a very popular pattern right now. It's a colorwork sweater.
Oh, it takes my breath away.
And this is mine.
It's stunning.
Thank you so much. I am so in love with it.
And so did you decide, I know last night we were talking and you had so many inches to do. Did you decide, are you going to go longer?
I'm going to hit so the pattern says to knit so that from the underarm down to the, I don't know, the end of the sweater, I guess you'd say, is 9 inches. So I'm gonna hit the 9 inches.
You're probably at about 7. There's that magical power again.
You are very good at that.
Magical.
I'd say it's about 7, 6 or 7.
It's probably about 6.5, 7.
So then I have a couple more inches. So I might just go with the 9 inches.
And then how long of a, is there a?
There is a ribbing at the bottom and I don't know, to answer your question. I think maybe 2 inches.
Oh, so that's, for you, that's going to be good. I think I would like to wear leggings with it. It all depends if I try it on at the appropriate length or see it on you at the appropriate, like what it's called for.
Yep.
And I think, oh, that would look really nice with a pair of jeans. But if I want to wear it with leggings, I definitely have to go longer.
For sure. For sure.
And you know what? Let's just face it. By this year, leggings could be out. What am I going to do then?
But you know what? It's all about comfort.
It's comfort.
Who cares if they're in or out?
It's comfort for me.
And so the issue that we were talking about, I'm just going to give a brief synopsis for anybody that's new. There's short row shaping on the back of the neck, are short row shaping, and it seems to be a pretty common issue based on the responses that I got after our discovery. They're off quite a bit. I shouldn't say quite a bit.
Well, instead of being in the back, they're on the side.
They're on the side.
They go this way instead of that way.
It's like from the middle of the back to the shoulder instead of being down across the neck. So that's the issue that we're speaking about. I think it's going to be fine.
It's totally going to be fine.
It's just, it's more than anything, it's annoying.
Yeah, because I don't know about you. I feel like, again, this is a very common thing. When I'm working on something and I know there's something wrong with it, I have this angsty feeling. Like, or if I think I'm going to run out of yarn. Like, I don't do yarn chicken. Like, that creates so much stress in me.
It takes the enjoyment away.
It does. So I think that's it for me, and that's the disappointment, because I was enjoying the knit so much, and now I'm angsty about it. I'll get over it. If this is all I have to be angsty about in the world, I have a very good life.
Life is good, exactly.
I've said that many times.
But so we are knitting this for our knit along, which I keep forgetting to mention.
I haven't even talked about it.
I know. So it's the color Me Cozy KAL, and it's an adult colorwork sweater. It is running from, well, until October 1st, and it started June 1st?
I don't know.
June,
I would say
July, August.
I don't think it's been that long. I want to say July.
You're right.
July.
So it started July 1st. It's ending October 1st. It is a full-size adult colorwork sweater. That is what you have to be knitting. And when it comes to what's eligible, intarsia, stranded work, really, if there's more than one color in a sweater,
go for it.
And I mean, like, don't just do a cuff and be like, look, there's another, like, be mindful about what you're submitting. But yes, knit along with us, because you have another 2 months.
2 months, and you get extra entries if you use our yarn.
Oh, which I should say, I am knitting with obviously Legacy Fiber Arts DK weight yarn in the Hush Puppy colorway, which is this beautiful tan, and our Vanilla Bean, which is the cream.
And it's not showing up all the little nuances. I love that word. Is it appropriate? I love all the little nuances in it that you can't see this far. I don't think they'll be able to see this far away, but I love that piece of it.
There's like really dark flecks. There's a little, like, there's almost like a dark chocolate brown, or almost like a black, like, speckling through it, which again, you can't see from this far away, but it makes knitting it really fun. Really fun.
It's very subtle. I love it. I'm so glad that you're knitting that. And now, having said that, so our knit along, I know Christine of Chelsea Pearls, and Miriam, they're doing a knit along around this specific sweater, along with Danny, Gemma Darling.
Cool.
There's so many knit alongs right now that you could double, triple, quadruple dip. I believe the Yarn Cafe Creations are having a Rhinebeck something that it would fit in if it is your Rhinebeck. There's so many out there going on, so you have so many opportunities to I know Christine, darn it, again,
I have no idea.
Every time, every time. It's this specific sweater. Her and Danny's knit along is this specific sweater. I think the Yarn Cafe ladies.
So there's a bunch of knit alongs that you can double, triple, quadruple dip this sweater in, and we highly encourage it. So please cast on and join us.
Cast on and join us. It is so fun. Color work is such a blast. I've always enjoyed color work.
And it is very new to me, enjoying color work.
And you didn't want to. You were like, no, I don't do color work.
No,
you've done it beautifully.
Oh, I should show my clothes, huh?
They're beautiful.
I'm kind of proud of them.
You should be really proud of them.
I don't know how, well, I guess I can just show this little section. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Again, I can't really tell. But I'm really proud of them because they're not super tight. I think they'll still block out pretty well.
I think they're going to block out beautifully. It's a beautiful sweater, darn it.
I'm so excited.
Wish I had mine with me. That is the hardest part about coming, is I want to bring all of my toys.
Because you never know what you're going to get.
I wish I had stitching with me. I wish I had that with me. Do you hear the train?
They heard it, well,
last time.
If they follow my chats with Chelsea, they did. But if
they
don't, then
okay.
They haven't. But yeah.
I love the sound of a train.
Well, especially like, and I was saying on the chats with Chelsea, Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Polar
Express will be zipping right by here.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Hopefully they don't stop and take Lily yet.
As long as I can go with her, I don't mind.
Right. Make sure you call me.
I'll call you.
I'll
make
join
sure
you.
You're out here.
Yeah.
All right. How are you knitting on?
All right. I am knitting on so many different things. I think I'm going to start first with my not my newest. I cast on 3 new things last week.
You did. Which is amazing. I'm about to cast on 2 new things today.
You are. You can't wait.
Super excited.
So I cast on using our plaid flannel,
which is from our Beetlejuice
colorway. Yep, a sockhead hat. I gotta get used to this camera. A sockhead hat. Oh my gosh, you guys. Somebody I watched, and I can't remember who it is, and it's somebody screaming at me right now, had started a sockhead hat. Maybe it was Denise. Somebody started a sockhead hat, and that I watch. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to cast one of those on.
They're the most amazing.
I love this. And I wanted something that would really show this yarn off. So I am using the Cozy Toes base.
Which is our cashmere.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Merino cashmere nylon. We don't have labels
on those. Yeah, merino cashmere nylon. Yeah. When people go, it's our 2020 or 2080 10 base, which that would be 110, so that's not right. I always am like, I don't even know. I'd have to look.
I know. Well, and somebody did message me and mention that they would love to see a yarn content page on our website,
which we should do,
which I am going to be doing. I
yes.
said thank you so much for the idea.
Yes,
I am going to work on that, so that way, because it is confusing for people that aren't in the industry,
and it's important. It's the thing for me is that my brain does not want to hold on to that information because I want all the room in the world to create. It's really bizarre. So I cannot hold on to that kind of information. For me, it's not frivolous information, but frivolous information in my brain.
Right.
I need space for other things.
Yes.
So yes, it is so important to know, and it is totally wrong that I don't know. But it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's okay. And it always says it on our labels, but I like that. It should definitely be on our webpage.
Well, and it also, until that page goes up, for anybody that wants to know the content, any product that you click on, the description of the product is on there.
Yes.
But,
yes.
Anyway.
So it's my sockhead hat. I need to do 4 inches of ribbing. I am pretty sure I'm at 3. Magical powers. Why am I all about my magical powers
you got
today?
Them.
I don't
you
know.
Got them. Flaunt them.
I'm flaunting right now. I'm flaunting. I wish we had a ruler, because then I'd be like, yep, see, I'm right. I have magical powers. I know this is 3 inches.
Pretty much. I mean, I do not have your gift, unfortunately.
Anyways, I'm doing the full 4 inches, and I'm doing the full 9 inches. And I am so excited about it because literally a couple things. There's a ton of movies out right now that I would like to go see. And none that Dad would enjoy with me, so that's going to be a problem.
I'm too far.
And you're too far. We'll see. I'll make it happen. It's okay. Let me talk about him. Christopher Robin. Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
Mamma Mia. I really feel disloyal to go watch that without you, though.
I know. We need to figure that out.
We'll figure that out somehow. Maybe in August when you come back. Maybe.
I like that idea.
We'll see, because it just feels like I'm going to be resentful the whole time.
I know.
And not enjoy it because I want to see it with you.
I know. We have to watch it together.
We're going to see it. We're going to see it, even if we have to wait and watch it on one of our screens.
Either way.
We can do it. Okay, so the bottom line is I could bring this over a sock and just for not, oh my gosh.
That's what I did with my, my pink one that I wore all winter long.
I remember that.
That was my movie knitting when I was pregnant.
So yeah, so I'm in love with this. I have to admit, I love the name plaid flannel, but I really want to call it newsprint.
I know, because it really does look like newsprint.
It does, but there are people out there that most of our followers would know what a newspaper is. Why am I so aware of right now things that Lily will never know what that is?
Oh, because it's alarming.
It's alarming. Okay, I love this. I'm happy with it. Fingering, size, I think it calls for 2.5 US, and I think I'm using 2s.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Again, frivolous.
Frivolous information, all those details.
I know. So I'm loving it. I'm so excited about it. One skein, although let's talk about that when we get to it. How we could do it another way.
And I'm thinking of a different pattern for the one that I'm going to be knitting.
Oh, so exciting.
The Kobu Cat. But I want to say that might be DK yarn. Anyway. So I love that project of yours.
I'm so excited. All my projects I'm in love with.
So let me show you. I think I only have, I have 2 more, but let's just start with this one. Yeah, you are going to cast on Mania.
Yeah, but notice nothing's finished.
But that's okay, because you have all of these projects. So this was a project that I resurrected when we discovered the snafu with this sweater. And I love it. It's the I Smell Snow Shawl by Melody Hoffman, who is B Mandarins on Instagram and Mandarins on Ravelry. And it is, well, one, it's massive. Look at how huge it is.
Here, let's hold it.
Yeah, we can do
And
that
this
now.
is, yeah. Look at, oh, how fun is this?
I know, and this is not even the whole half. The whole half.
And this could stretch like,
Oh,
I mean, it's
another, like-
crammed on these needles.
Yeah.
Not crammed, but it's full.
Yeah, it's full.
What is, oh yeah, I was gonna say, what are these needles? Oh my gosh, I love these
Using my
needles.
Knitter's Pride Zing, interchangeables, size US 5s. We've spoken about these needles almost every podcast at length. We love them.
I love them. I have to discuss some needles that one of my projects is on when we get to it.
Okay.
Sorry.
And this is just, so it's garter and it's eyelets. And when we got the frustrating news / feeling from this sweater, I immediately went to, I need garter, because anybody that's followed, anybody that's followed this podcast knows how much I love garter. It is my obsession. And I'm slowly, I didn't even tell you this, I'm using this as a chance to practice continental knitting.
Good for you.
I'm
I'm
doing it all the
now
time.
a flicker.
Which I think is so impressive.
It's fast, but I'm having a lot of hand issues.
It's not good.
I said that would never happen. And usually when I say something will never happen, it doesn't.
It never happens. Well,
Darn it. I'm gonna ignore it.
so, but yes, this is the pattern that I pulled out. I'm obsessed with it. I'm using Legacy Fiber Arts Cozy Toes, which again is our MCN base, so it's super squishy. And it's in the Pewter colorway, which is our...
I'm sorry, I totally interrupted
Oh, I don't
you.
care.
I totally forgot about this colorway.
I know, well, because we've been like relying on
It's
Great
one
Garden.
of my favorite.
It's amazing. I didn't do every other row. I just knit one skein, and now I'm knitting the second skein, and I don't care if there's any differences because
It's wrapping.
it's wrapping around my neck, and this knit is purely for my enjoyment. I don't care, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, you don't need to care.
Yeah, and honestly, there really is very little difference. It's a touch, there's a touch more dark speckling in it, or not speckling, but you know, tonalness, but it almost looks like it fades into the dark.
It is so funny how, this made me think of how, because there's so little that really I care about as far as this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the results are usually just as beautiful as those who care
Totally.
overly.
Totally.
I just
Like
think
overly calculated.
Yeah, it's just like, I always feel like like when I hear about somebody like really over calculating I'm like, wow, I don't do that. Like I probably could be a way better knitter.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. I think that's just how some people function that way and get results, and some people function the way we do and get the exact same results.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to me
It's
because I'm
mindset.
always like, wow, I never care that much.
Yeah.
I have to say, on a sweater,
Like this.
yes,
Is
it
an
makes, like for my, I always call it featherweight made well. Because it is very distinct, and I've noticed like that is a point where I need to be more calculated because I'm not happy with the results, but 99% of the time it's the same results. It's just how everyone's brains work so differently.
For sure.
So
For sure.
differently.
And I will say, so this is the 4 skein project. So this is my second skein. It's huge. Like, huge is an understatement. And I love it. Melody, I don't even know if you watch this, but I am obsessed.
All her patterns. I went on her Ravelry page. I've been on Ravelry a lot lately. I will say, not looking at like mail. I'm so bad at that. That is not the place to ever message us of anything of importance. But I did notice we got so many lovely patterns gifted to us, and some with extras for our followers, and we will go through that because that is so generous and thoughtful, and I feel terrible that I miss those things. That piece, I do feel like, oh, I've got to get better at that. But we will go through them all, and we will set up maybe like one podcast where we do all the patterns. We find a way to randomly give all those patterns away because it's so generous and thoughtful, and thank you. And that's terrible, I'm sorry.
No, I think that was perfect.
I know, I feel bad though.
But you were right, she does have a lot of really beautiful patterns. Molly's knitting one right now, and I forget what it's called, but it's another like garter with a beautiful border and a tassel. I love her patterns, and I need to start knitting more of them.
I agree. I agree.
But oh, what I was saying is 4 skein project. So if you do want to knit this, like this is my second skein, and I will probably pretty much use it all. So yes. And then my second color, also, it's in my Madder Root bag, which Mom has a million of these because they're her favorite. We love the Madder Root bags. They're super pretty.
Along with the what do you call the one that we both use for a bag, like a
yeah, like they're big ones. I don't know what they're called, but
yeah,
it's
like I just throw it over my shoulder, and I always have my knitting with me. Sorry, keep going.
Oh, that's okay.
This is bad. When we're together, I overtalk. Or I don't know the word for it. Sorry.
It's totally fine. My second color is Edward from our Edward Scissorhands collection. So
it's never going to pick up all those fine colors in there. It's one of my favorites, and I need to dye some up for Needles Up.
Yes, it is. It's one of my favorites as well. It's a really soft, like, it's almost like one of our neutrals where there's like mauve in there. There's really soft gray with black speckles. I'm so excited. The 2 colors pair beautifully together.
They're perfect together. And I did my hoagie shawl with Grey Gardens added to that.
And yes,
for a 3-color shawl. I might actually do some kits for 3-color shawls in those 3 to bring. We are going to be bringing some kits to Needles Up. Yes, every time I say that, I get a little like, gotta get to work. Gotta get to work.
And so another thing that I'm going to do with this shawl is we have mohair coming in.
Tons.
This weekend, right?
It's here. It's here. I just have to dye it. So next week the shop will be overflowing with our mohair.
And I'm going to take one of our vanilla bean skeins, and I think I'm going to pair it with this.
So I'm going to have to get that right in the mail to you.
Maybe. Well, and I'm going to need a second skein of this.
No problem. No problem. You know where it comes from.
I know where it comes from. I know where to find it.
You know where. That's really what I meant to say.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so all the mohair will be here.
Which is super exciting. We've been waiting for so long.
We've been waiting. Yeah, we've been waiting. I literally punch on it every day to see when it came in. And I believe it's being delivered today. So I will be possibly this weekend doing a ton of that.
So exciting. So
exciting.
That is the other pattern that I have really, like, I spent 3 days. Did I even show the progress keeper? I have been knitting on this for 3 days straight. Yesterday was the first time that I haven't knit on it.
Because you pulled out your sweater yesterday.
Because I pulled out my sweater. But look at where that progress keeper is. I put that in on Friday morning. Oh, wow. So it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday?
What is today?
Today's Thursday. So it was 5. Okay, so it was 5 days. It's not quite as impressive when you know it was over 5 days.
It's impressive. It's very long. And you have a little baby.
I was gonna say, I have a baby, so I'm proud of myself. Anyway, so that's my second project that I've been largely working on.
I haven't been largely working on anything because I just keep putting, like, picking things up.
Correct.
Now.
Got a chatty Cathy on
Chatty Cathy.
Chatty Cathy.
Uh-oh, did that pause or something? Why is that red light on?
Because it's recording.
Recording, never mind. It just framed my face quickly.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've been working on my Beetlejuice. These are the sock kits. I'm not sure if it's blowing out, but oh my gosh. Where would I put it?
In front of your face.
And put it in my face. People are gonna tune in right now and go, really?
Is it working?
So anyways, Beetlejuice sock kit. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed and in love with the Blueberry Waffle pattern. I believe it highlights our yarn so beautifully.
I agree.
So beautifully with the different color heels, toes, and cuffs. Almost done, but you know, I had to cast on 3 other things. Yeah.
That's not really bad.
I went on my Periscope and was like, yeah, I'm in this funk and I can't get anything done and nothing, you know, I just can't stay focused. And that day, oh my gosh, she's looking at that camera going, I'm up here and I'm awake, Grandma.
Hello.
Come rescue me. And I promptly got off of the Periscope and cast on 3 new things.
Sometimes that's the solution.
It feels like it is, to be honest with you. I just, that face. She's like,
I'm just looking around. She has a full hour left, so I guarantee she'll fall back.
You lay that head down, little girl. Anyways, love them, love them. Obsessed with sock making at the moment too. I enjoy it so much.
You are on a sock kit.
I am. I have so many finished socks this year. I have a box that's overflowing. Yeah, I don't do the box of socks. I love the box of socks. I don't mean that. It's just, I don't know when I started half of these. They could have been in there for 2 years and I've never used them. But it's kind of like, if I need a gift, I can go in that box. Maybe, maybe not.
Depending
maybe
on
not.
the size of the foot.
Yeah, because well, you know me, I believe everyone has a 7.5 in the world. And if you don't, you're going to get a 7.5 sock.
And you're going to like it.
And you're going to love it. Sorry. Yeah, that's that.
I love that.
So those kits are still in the shop, or will be. Some are there. Actually, I don't think a lot right now. They will be by the time this podcast comes out.
There might be like 1 or 2 left.
I feel like there might be 1. But I am going to replenish because it's not really fair for, I was saying like this is our only update and that was my intent, but then it's not fair because I wanted to use them. If I'm showing them, that's just torturous.
Right.
So there will be, not a ton, but I am going to do a little update with all the yarns that I show today.
Yeah, we'll replenish our best sellers as we go.
Yes.
As you're able.
As I'm able.
Cool. Do you want to show one more since you
Let me show one more because it's the same thing, just a different kit because I couldn't stop myself.
Well, how could you?
It's another blueberry waffle. This is with the Miss Argentina kit. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that kit I want to cast on so
They're
badly.
so fun. So it's the foxtail colorway along with Miss Argentina, and at first I wasn't sure about the mini, and now I love it.
It's perfection.
Miss Argentina is a cross between, let me think what these, saltwater taffy and woodland shenanigans. It's a cross.
I see that.
But what it has different in it that it makes me love it is that orange.
The orange.
That's what I love. As I'm like,
and we'll show you.
So it's a beautiful color. Ridiculous.
Don't show them. Show you.
I know. Like I'm looking at it. So there we go. And
skeined up. It is the most beautiful thing. And you know what else I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and as we're talking about projects, you know how Tabby and Rachel like videotape them as they're talking about them like separately. So I might go through and do some clips of that for anything that gets blown out.
Yeah.
Yes, that is one of, I can't pick a favorite from this update because I think I love them all equally.
They all are very different this time. Like this is very different than this. And then we've got this, which is nothing. Oh my God, this. I cannot wait for you to start that.
I know.
That is such a rich, again, I feel like it could also be velveteen.
Yeah, there are so many. It's like once you come up with, but because it was based on a movie. Because
we based it on a movie. Now somebody asked in the questions, which I didn't look at them all, I'm sorry. And we kind of had a different plan this week.
Yes.
Somebody's like, what are all those colorways? What movie are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Beetlejuice.
Which is the movie Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. I love. It's such a fun movie. It's such a classic. I could literally watch that dinner scene on a loop.
So good. Except it gets super creepy when the bride and groom turn dead.
Yeah.
But the beginning part with the song is really
I love the song. I love that movie. It's a great movie. I am starting to shift my watching to wanting it to be holiday season.
Oh, this is when it hits. Well, so we were talking about this 3 days ago maybe. I was taking a mental day, like I was just kind of taking a relaxing day, and Mom was kind of doing the same, like doing some dyeing, but nothing
casual.
Nothing too crazy. And I turned on the Gilmore Girls because I find that at this time of year I'm missing the cooler seasons, and so I really think it's every July. I'm pushed.
July is a weird month. I think it's the halfway mark. I think we talked about this. You go into the year super strong, super ready to go. And I think July is kind of a crash month because you're midway, you're getting a little burnt out. I feel like it's kind of common
just in life.
It's just interesting. Leading a creative life, oh, that was Roma, that was you, is a very different life.
Definitely,
it's very different, and you've always led a creative life, but it's never been your income.
Yes.
So it's a huge adjustment that your giant squirrel, you guys, giant, coming.
Oh, what does he have in his mouth?
He's got.
It's like a little.
Oh, he's so ugly.
A
I'm sorry.
lime or
I'm
a
gonna get.
lemon?
No, it's like a. I don't know. It's really
Anyway.
ugly. Sorry.
Squirrel.
Literally.
Squirrel.
But it is an adjustment. It is a whole different mindset than going to a job where you are guaranteed a paycheck every week, and you know how much you're going to make, and you know how you have to perform. The creative life is nothing like that, and
It's very different.
I love it / hate it.
Same. I can't. I mean,
I couldn't do anything else.
see, and I could. I think that's the other difference.
I couldn't.
Yeah, like I very much love the structure of a corporate job.
Yeah.
I do. I love it, but I also would have days where I would sit there and be dreaming about what I could be doing with the time if I was leading it.
If you were leading it, yeah. It's I don't have that brain. I have the 100%, I believe it's right brain. I have no left brain whatsoever.
And so have you taken like those tests or those quizzes?
I should.
Because so when I take it, I am literally straight down the middle. I
Yeah.
have 50%, 50%.
Yeah. So it is a huge adjustment, and it's worth it, but it's an adjustment, and you have to allow yourself that time
For
to
sure.
adjust to it. Oh, the squirrel dropped the thing, and now it's running back.
He's probably squirreling. He's curling them away.
He's probably going to do that now the entire rest of the podcast. I'm going to like...
At least he's preoccupied and not coming up to the
He's
door.
over there now. Oh my gosh, no, that would not work for me.
Remember that happened one podcast where one
Screamed.
jumped?
Screamed. It was a chipmunk.
No, it was a squirrel.
It was a squirrel?
I think so. It like latched onto the glass door. Like that was literally, I used to sit like right next to the glass door in Mom's office and latched on.
Let's just say, honest to God, I'm not kidding you. If there was such a thing as putting a bubble over a house so that nothing could get in, I would pay almost anything.
I'm not gonna
for
lie,
it.
I'd probably join you.
Anything.
Yeah, I'd probably
It could, if it could encompass my pool and my home,
Mm-hmm.
I would almost pay anything for that.
Just keep it out.
Sorry, we're really going on a tangent. So anyways,
Anywho. But yes, so Gilmore Girls, that's where we started. So we were both kind of just having a decompress, try and enjoy the day, don't think about work too much.
priorities in check,
Exactly.
perspective in check.
Yes. And I automatically turned on Gilmore Girls because it's what I do at this time of year. And
So
I tend to lean toward Gilmore Girls when I need comfort, to reset, to just have an enjoyable day and experience. And so I was watching Gilmore Girls all day long. Fast forward to the next day when I was FaceTiming with Mom, and then you can come in.
and then I was like, I restarted Gilmore Girls yesterday
And I was like, oh.
and watched it all day long. Like, had it on. It's such great background noise for dying. Oh,
And you get to experience all the seasons.
the seasons are the best. Like, I went through Halloween, I got up to I Smell Snow, and I watched a few more, and then I drove up here. But it is such a comforting show.
It just made, and it was just so funny because we were both, without, like, we barely
We never
talked
talked.
that
We
day.
didn't talk that day because I thought, you know what? You're like regrouping. I was having this beautiful dye day of. It was the most balanced day I'd had in a long time, which felt really good. Really good. I just think it's funny.
Gilmore Girls, guys, it
Gilmore
solves
Girls, all the world's
all the
problems
world's
go
problems.
away.
But
They
you know what?
all
Some
go
people
away.
don't like Gilmore Girls, and I respect it. I understand it's not
Well,
for everybody, but for
Then
us,
you must find the show that is your Gilmore Girls.
yes, because it really does.
It's. I probably have watched it completely through 7 times.
I probably am right on par with you.
And I start from the beginning, and now for as long as I watch it, I could not pick it up again. She is so funny. I could not pick it up again for another month. I know I will though, because I'm in that mood.
Yes.
But I also came to the conclusion that I watch a tremendous amount of very stressful television.
Oh my God, which makes me want to talk about the shows that we're watching right now, but I feel like
Let's wait till the end,
we're gonna wait till the end.
because I have more to show and you have more to show. Back to knitting.
Back to knitting.
Rewind.
So the next thing that I've been knitting on, and I've been knitting on it forever, and I should just freaking finish the first sock, but have I done that? No.
You love it though.
I love it so much.
I want to start one desperately.
Am I waiting for Henry's socks?
I even bought the pattern. I've
Yeah,
been
me too.
buying a lot of patterns lately.
Me too.
I have been buying a lot.
Boyland Knitworks did a sale.
I know, I didn't go over there then.
I did.
Well, because you needed the Tegna.
I think it's pronounced Tanya.
Tanya.
I think that's how Rachel and Tabby pronounced it, and I trust them.
Do you?
I trust you.
I do too, I'm sorry.
I love them so much.
I do too. Their studio space, I'm so jealous.
It's beautiful.
I'm feeling the need for more space.
I know.
You've got a tremendous space.
I love my space.
I'll just move in.
Yes. So this is my Waiting for Henry sock. It is by Tabitha Gandee, who is one of the Hey Sisters podcasters and yarn company-ers. And I'm obsessed with the pattern. Ask me why I haven't finished the first sock. I don't know.
You're enjoying it so much you don't want it to end.
Well, I have a second sock.
You don't want to start another one.
So I'm just waiting to get to the top.
I love it. And I can't remember if we have any kits left.
Maybe one or two.
I think one, which I will try to get some more in there. Oh,
even maybe for Needles Up.
Needles Up, we will have lots of those kits.
Yeah.
I have a feeling for that it might have to wait till Needles Up. We'll see. We'll see.
You know what I was even thinking is you could do this as a or like this.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll show you guys in a minute. But yes, so Waiting for Henry socks. I'm obsessed with them. I haven't knit too much on them, but I always like to show them because I like encouraging people to cast it on because it's so much fun. It's color work. It's a ribbed foot. She calls for an afterthought heel. I did a classic heel flap and gusset.
You know what? I love that classic look.
Me too. And
I'm kind of glad you did. I'm kind of glad you did.
Yeah. It fits me the best.
I do wish you did it a different color, and I know you forgot.
I was super bummed that I forgot. When I realized that, I was literally...
Okay, so the last thing I wanted to cast on is we are carrying worsted weight yarn now. And we've wanted to for quite a while, but I know it's just nice to have like something to look at, to say like, oh, I want to do that, or oh, I don't have any worsted weight shawls. And I was looking for a sweater, and then I was like, you know what, why am I skirting around this beautiful golden hour shawl by Andrea Mowry? I feel like you're not going to be able to see the beautiful colors in there, but we will hold them up so you can see them.
But yeah,
the blue dots right now are so small that I'm not sure they're showing up.
That's true. I'll do a little clip.
Yes, so I started it. I was really hoping to have all 3 colors knit in by the time we started, but that didn't happen. Okay. But I had a few concerns. I was like, oh, a worsted weight shawl is going to be so heavy and so clumpy, and oh my gosh, everything about this, it really resembles DK a lot.
It's not a super heavy worsted.
It's not a super heavy worsted. It's 100% superwash merino. So no nylon in it. Beautiful drape. It's going to have a beautiful drape. So anyways, the colors are as follows. So we both wanted to knit it, so we wanted to come up with 2 sets of colors. Oh my gosh, you guys.
And let us know in the comments below if you're interested in kits, because we were considering kitting these up. I haven't cast mine on yet, obviously. I'm going to be doing that today, but we're thinking about putting together some kits. I love them. I love them. I'm so excited about this line. I'm so excited. And there's going to be lots more colors coming, mostly a lot of semi-solids will be in the shop. Starting next week, these 6 will definitely be in the shop. Yes. And I'm so happy about them. They're gorgeous. So I have Foxtails, Hush Puppy, Vanilla Bean, and I don't know if you've named those yet. I haven't really named these, and this is Grey Gardens for sure. This is close to Silver Lining. It's a little darker. The grays are, I feel like we should have shade 1, 2, and 3. I know. Like, it's so hard. I know. And then this comes off at first glance as a baby blue. It is not a baby blue. It's a very it looks like a classic denim. A light denim. It's definitely showing up very baby blue. It is not. Hopefully our pictures will show differently. For sure. But again, it's got a lot of all of our semi-solids, all of these, like just a lot of nuances that go on in there that when you start knitting with them, it gives your piece such dimension. So they're the furthest thing in the world from a solid, just so you know that. I would never say never. We probably will never dye solids. It's
as an indie dyer, it's way too difficult, I think. And most people that want solids go to a commercial brand for that solid.
If you want a true solid,
want a
like
true
no variation in there at all, no dimension.
Yes, that is not the look that I have ever liked for yarn, and I think that is a shift that's gone on because people are so in love with indie dyers, and so that is a shift, but love them. So I love these labels.
I do too.
I love how they don't crunch. I love them, sorry.
So pretty.
So yeah, so that is happening. Oh my gosh, you guys, she did have a sale going on.
For her birthday.
For her birthday. I don't know how long it was gonna last, but this is a totally enjoyable knit. I'm in love with it.
I'm so excited to cast mine on. I can't wait to have the final object.
I can't either. And there is 2 sizes. I talked about this on my Periscope. So the bigger size requires 2 of every color, which I will not kit up the larger sizes. You will just buy 2 kits. That's basically
because the price wouldn't be any different.
It'd be no different. So you just grab 2 kits.
It's so beautiful.
Okay, let's talk about these needles.
Yeah.
They are driving me crazy.
What are they?
They're Knitter's Prides. I can't remember the...
They kind of look like dream. Is it dreams?
It's
no,
the ones
those
with
are
the
wood.
metal tips, though. And this is beautiful, and it glides. This is horrible. The join, because it goes from thin to thick.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do this beautiful like that one, or no.
Well, these are
the other ones that you. Anyways, a gentle like going down to the.
Yeah, that looks like a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. I'm so annoyed with them,
Are you gonna switch?
Yes, I am. I never speak badly of things like this, but this is huge, you guys. Yeah. This is so annoying because look at that. Look at the difference. I don't know if it's going to show. I don't know if, but it's huge. That is so abrupt.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed. I really want to return them, and I know they won't take them back.
Is it the Vernon's?
Yeah, I know they won't take them back, but it's. I remember I used these another time and thought, this is driving me crazy. So I do have to get another size 8s. I really want Hayas. I probably have them somewhere. I don't know where.
I probably have them here. You can just take mine and I'll take them.
I
back
might,
when you're
and
done.
then you can.
Yeah.
But no, you're gonna want them because you're gonna want to start this.
I might do signatures.
You have 8s?
I think maybe.
Maybe. I think we only have 4s. Shoot. That's you. I know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm annoyed.
Yeah, I don't blame
because
you.
it's slowing me down. This is such a fast knit, and all of a sudden I'm doing, you know, I'm literally having to stop and work it. Look at.
Yeah, that
Oh my gosh,
that
it's
sounds
making
like a
me
nightmare.
Crazy. So I will not, and maybe it's just in the bigger sizes. I mean, 8 is getting up there. It's far from the largest size in the world.
But still, the needle size shouldn't determine the join.
It shouldn't. So I'm sorry, company, but I hate them.
Yeah. No.
I hate them.
And the thing is it's not a Knitter's Pride thing because we love the zings.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So it's just this grouping.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And maybe since then they've fixed it. Maybe these are older. Maybe. I don't know, but I'm annoyed with it. Sorry. I don't like to be annoyed.
I know.
And I have to say, I'm pretty laid back about almost everything. So it's kind of like, I really don't like them. I'm not happy with it.
No, I would definitely switch those out.
Yeah, I'm going to switch them out. And I'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's all. I'll forget about it. I might get rid of them. Because you forget. And then I was so excited when I found them. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got this beautiful pair of needles to cast on, and they're size 8s, and that's why they were sitting in my drawer.
That's fine.
Okay, that's it for knitting. So can you believe I cast on 3 new things?
They're fun though. They're gonna go quick.
They're all fun things. They're all pick up, no problem, grab and go. Don't need it, except for this one. Don't need any directions. I love it. I'm super excited.
So pretty. They're so pretty.
All right, so I'm picking up the speed because we keep running out of something. And Miss Lily's flailing.
Yes.
Waving.
So I'm going to be casting on the Tanya sweater by Boyland Knitworks with the tuxedo colorway, which was from our Edward Scissorhands update, as we were talking about.
You're wrong.
Not Edward Scissorhands, Beetlejuice. I keep doing that. I keep going.
I almost called this one Edward.
Yeah. So this is coming. This is showing up very differently.
It's very different. It's a much more, it's
deep
burgundy velvet.
Yeah.
It's
So
showing up totally wrong. We'll put in pictures.
We'll put in pictures. But this is, I'm going to be casting that on today as well, which I'm super excited about because I've been talking about casting this on for so long.
Do we know what size needles?
I do, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I guess 4s.
I want to say 4s or 5s.
4s or 6s.
Or 6s. So yes, I'm going to be casting that on. Love it. I think we have a decent amount of this colorway. I think in our cozy toes it's dwindling, but in our steel toes we
yes, I think.
And then let's talk about this.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to talk about,
like this.
Yeah. First of all, though, let's talk about the mohair that's going to be in our shop this week.
Yes.
Tons of it. We talked about that.
And we still have a few here and there.
Very little. The most we have is this one, the purple pop.
Which I'm thinking about, I need to figure out what weight yarn the Kobu cat is knit out of. If it's fingering, I want to do this. If it's not, then I'll do a sock head with mohair. Because look.
I'm all about the mohair right now. The purple pop goes with so many of our colorways. And this is the Guac, which again, all of this, I'm gonna do peaches and cream again. That was our biggest seller.
That's what I want.
We're gonna have vanilla bean, we're gonna have peaches and cream. People have been requested the gray. But so for this week, it's gonna be mostly our semi-solids in the mohair, and I'm so excited about it.
And so I want to knit, I think it's going to be a hat with, this is Miss Argentina and our Cozy Toes base. Hopefully you guys are able to get the beautiful.
I can't, it feels like you can.
And
again, that color for the speckle pop is a little off.
It's all very bright because we're facing some natural lighting, so.
Yeah.
But yes.
It's actually dark in here.
It's really dark in here, you'd never know.
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
Very confusing. So yeah, so we have those updates going into the shop this week. I'm trying to think what else. It's kind of like full steam ahead right now. Preparing for Needles Up, we want to try to, even in the preparation of Needles Up, to keep the shop fairly full.
I think we're doing a good job
Fairly
so
full,
far.
yeah.
And I'm hoping my sink will be coming in pretty soon. So
Yes.
hopefully I'll be able to pick up, as you're focusing on Needles Up, I'll be able to help kind of do that.
It's, my gosh,
So fun.
it's so fun. It's so fun. I love being at the point of having a lot, the to-do list, not having to come up with new, but the to-do. Having said that, I am on color 22 of the Advent calendar.
Yeah, so those are going to be ready to rock probably within the next month.
Definitely. They will be probably shipping out in September, probably. And having said that, they're going to be done by next week, but it's getting all the pieces and assembling. It's a huge job to assemble all the pieces. It's a fun job, though. I'm not saying that like it's a bad job, but just so everyone knows, there's no colors left in the universe to be designed.
None.
In case you were wondering. They've
Zilch.
all been designed.
0.
Yeah.
So anyways, do we have any recommendations? Should we do some chatter or should we sign off because of the camera issues?
Let's do just a little chatter because there's a lot going on television right now. Yeah, television.
Well, first I feel like we should talk about making it.
Just like in the show.
We love the show. It's super creative and it's super fun to watch. It's very much structured after the same formula as like British Bake Off.
Which you're a huge fan of.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, I've got to connect with that.
See, the problem is you're gonna want to eat all the food. For me, I can remove myself.
It makes me so hungry because I am such a sweets addict.
And I am not.
And you are not. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great show. You should definitely watch it. Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman are fantastic together, as they always have been.
They're just lovely together, and the I want to call them guests, the participants. It was super fun to watch. I feel like watching the first show, we're just seeing the beginning of their like game.
Yeah,
you know, and I think it's going to get crazy good. Like last night wasn't super impressive as far as talent, but it's going to be fantastic because they're all so talented. I just don't think you can come out that strong.
Totally.
You have to come out how they came out.
Totally.
And yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. So what's another show?
Loved it. Oh, okay. So Castlerock,
which is on Hulu. It's a Hulu original. And I want to say it's based off of a Stephen King book or Stephen King characters.
You know what? I can't remember. I believe he lives in Castlerock, so it's set. I thought it was a book, but since then I'm beginning to feel like maybe it's not.
I remember Justin and I reading the description, it being like inspired by Stephen King novels. Like, I don't know if it's any one specific book.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be terrific.
Super intense. It's like, if you don't like intense, stressful shows, like, don't watch it. But we torture ourselves, and we happen to like them.
We totally torture ourselves.
But I love them. I can't stop watching.
I don't know that I do.
I
I'm
do.
starting to feel like I don't know if I do. But it's John Locke.
Yes, I don't know who the actual actor's name is, but
I do and I don't. John Locke character on Lost, one of my favorite shows ever. I'm going to go back and rewatch it, which I'm not sure I'll enjoy it the second time. John Locke was one of my favorite characters, and he is a main character, kind of, sort of.
He's in it for like 30 seconds.
No, but he goes back. He keeps coming back.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Because I said the same thing. Like, why did John Locke
take this tiny little role
gone that quickly?
That's true. I forgot about that.
But then I read, oh no, he's a prominent character. I'm like, how? Like, I
think he's going to be the puzzle builder.
Yes. So that's pretty good.
And then the other really intense show that we're watching is Sharp Objects, I think is what it's called, on HBO with Amy Adams. Again, super intense, a lot of trigger things. If you are
lots,
like don't take this recommendation if you have any
lots things. And the thing that is so disturbing for me is her home.
Yeah, super creepy,
super like Carrie creepy.
Yeah, like her family owns a pig farm, like that.
I didn't even know that. How did I miss that? Well, you know me.
I'm looking down
the whole time.
I know.
Like, I don't watch.
That's okay.
And then I get like, Dad looks at me like, do you not comprehend anything? It's like, well, I really wasn't watching.
Not really. But
so I did not know they have a pig farm.
Yeah, it's either that or that's like the main business in that town.
Right, guys. So those are our recommendations for this week. Those 3 shows. Mm-hmm. A little something for everyone, and obviously just go watch Gilmore Girls instead.
And Gilmore Girls will be our forever recommendation.
Forever.
So,
little Miss Lily wants to see her grandma again. She's calling my name.
Yes.
Grandma, can save me.
Thank you so much for watching us, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast with us together. We're going to try our hardest to get you more episodes like this. But until next time, thank you again for watching. Head down and subscribe. Like the video if you did. If you didn't like it, move along. Have a great day, you guys. Needles up.
Love you guys.
Bye.